Ahead of the November elections, Oklahoma Democrats once again have high hopes to flip the state's 5th congressional district.
But first, voters will decide who will advance from the primary. KOCO's Shanice Hopkins sat down with both candidates and takes a closer look at the primary race.
One race, two Democrats on the ballot with one big goal: trying to flip Oklahoma's 5th district back to Democrat control. They did it with the last decade in 2018, and now they're hoping for another chance to unseat Republican Congresswoman Stephanie Bice. But first, Democratic voters will have to choose their nominee. In the primary, ironworker and union president Trey Martin, and educator Gina Nelson, who you may remember from her 2022 run for state superintendent. Both candidates tell me they understand the pressures families in District 5 are facing because they are living through them as well.
You know, a lot of Oklahomans are struggling with the same thing that I am, so I have an intimate relationship with those issues.
Martin says his decision to run comes from personal experience, pointing to the high cost of health care. My
wife, several years ago, she got really sick. She dropped down to about 70 pounds, and it was really hard on us, health care reform, right? We have to lower prices. We have to lower prescription cost prices. And in the end, what we're trying to get to is health care for all.
Martin jumped into the race in April. In his strategy this race, focusing on kitchen table issues that reach beyond Democrats. And now he's gained national attention, receiving a high-profile endorsement from Bernie Sanders.
I talk about the issues. I talk about, like I said, affordability, health care, things that are really affecting people. This district is very purple, and if you can't win those independents and at least 1 in 5 of those Republicans, you don't have it.
Both candidates centering their campaigns around the average Oklahoman. Nelson entered the race earlier in 2025, giving her more time to build support across the district. The former Teacher of the Year also bringing in name recognition from her run for state superintendent.
I'm working class and I'm a mom, and I kept watching grocery prices go up. Opportunities for my own children were kind of slipping away. And I know that there's hardships all across the state, and I wanted to make a difference.
Nelson describes her campaign as grassroots, building support from smaller donations and community. She also argues her past performance in District 5 shows that she can compete in November.
When I ran in 22, I actually won this district and had more votes and more support. And so we're gonna increase that. And I have been present, whether it is still working in education, working with the unions, working with faith groups, and working with legislators. I have been present, and I think that is what really counts.
Nelson says her decision to run for Congress comes from families struggling in the district.
It is watching families suffer right now across the 5th district, and the fact that so many people were feeling that they were not being listened to, they were not being represented. They were seeing more of their money flying out of their pockets. They were struggling.
Her strategy so far, focusing on voter turnout, going door to door.
I can't even count the amount of doors that we have knocked in this district. Multiple touches, multiple times. We are going where people are. I spend, time calling at least 200 people a day on the phones. You got to show up and you got to vote. Because, we're in a situation that we're not voting just for this position. We are voting for our democracy.
This primary really coming down to which Democrat voters believe can successfully flip the district. Both candidates say that all starts with talking directly to people about their concerns.
Talking to them about the issues that really matter, where I can speak to both the Democrats, the Republicans, and the independents.
We are going to continue, of course, with more town halls, more meet and greets, more porch parties, more door knocking. Anything and everything.
Democratic voters will decide in June which candidate they believe has the strongest path to take on Stephanie Bice. The primary election is June 16th. Reporting in OKC, Shanice Hopkins, KOCO 5 News.